What's up, guys? It's Oblivious Gamer here, and well, today I just wanted to talk and give some of my thoughts on the game that was just announced. This game is called Lost Hellden, and it's described as a unique hand-painted JRPG. For me, what got me curious was the hand-painted aspect. I think visually, that can be a bit unique and interesting in its own way, and I don't feel it's something we get that often. This game is being developed by Artisan Studios, which, if you know a bit about them, they are the developers behind Super Neptunia RPG and Astra Ascending. Both games are pretty okay-ish, I would say. They're very mixed depending on who you are. I know some people, for example, like Astra Ascending, while others didn't like it that much. But hey, I'm always open to give a shot to these types of projects. Now, the game will feature music by Hitoshi Sakamoto, who has worked on titles like Final Fantasy XII and Tactics Ogre, while the illustrations is being done by Takeshi Oga, who has worked on titles like Gravity Rush and Siren. From what I remember, I do know Studios has people who have worked on previous JRPGs. They have a history with some of these games, so they do have capable people in that studio. The good thing about the announcement of Lost Hellden is not that we just have screenshots, but we also have a trailer to check out with some gameplay. Now, for the story, basically it's saying that this game takes place on a planet called Era. In this planet, people are bound to one of the 7 deadly sins before their first birthday via a religious ceremony called the Nexus Ritual. All their life, the inhabitants of Era have to fight against their urges. Should they fail and succumb, they transform into mindless and aggressive beasts. The Unyo religion representative, the Archons, ensure that everyone follows the rules and put down any monster that appear in the cities. One day, a woman gives birth to twins, something that has never happened before. The Prime Archon, supreme leader of Era, conducts the Nexus ritual himself. However, something goes wrong, and one baby is bound to all 7 sins, while the other receives none. The twins are taken to the capital, where they are brought up as Archon apprentices. They are never allowed to leave the walls of the sanctuary. But one day, Let, the twin bound to the 7 sins, manages to leave the city. His brother, Seifel, is sent on a mission to find and bring him back. He's accompanied by 2 seasoned Archons, Graham and Enki. The journey of Seifel and Let is one of self-discovery, one that will allow them to grow and become people they were destined to be. So yeah, that's kind of the plot. Plot-wise, it seems okay. I mean, I am a bit interested in the focus on people are bound to one of the 7 deadly sins and how that affects their daily lives. The interesting aspect is the twins are born and one of them have all of the 7 deadly sins and the other one has none. I am wondering if because one possesses the 7 deadly sins and succumbing to one of the urges transforming into a monster, does that mean that like that character he could become a powerful monster because he has all 7 sins? It seems okay-ish and interesting enough. Now, watching the gameplay, it seems combat will be quick pace with a focus on action, which for me, that's fine. It looks like it could be fun. I am though very curious if this will fare out because this is kind of Artisan Studios' 3rd game, and I think this is like their first attempt at 3D combat, because both of the previous titles were in 2D plane or side scrollers, and a lot of them were like turn-based, or they weren't as quick pace as what this one at least seems from what I can see. So I'm pretty interested to see how this game will fare and how they're going to be approaching it. I mean, I think this could be fun. The combat looks very quick pace, so I'm down for that. And the fact that you have a party, the fact that you're able to control, because you're able to see that you could play as your other party members. I'm wondering if you'll be able to switch on the fly, which if you can do that, I think that'll be very fun for the combat and allow for more creativity. But we'll have to see once we get more information. Personally, as I said before, these types of projects and games, I am always willing to give the benefit of the doubt because they could turn out to be fun games and interesting ones, even though, they could become okay games or they could flop. And at the same time, I feel also not everything needs to be this massive AAA projects. I feel these kind of like smaller projects by smaller studios could be interesting and could be fun. As always though, it's not just about me. What are your thoughts, guys? This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.